Hey guys, and welcome back, man. Here we are, Saturday, end of another week, and you know that means that it's time for that week 5 status update since I got back from a trip, right? Been trying to do a few things here as I prepare for my race here in February, right? But one of the things that's really super important to me is maintaining muscle mass and strength as I go through a cut to try and get as lean as possible for the race in February, right? So this represents a complete and total shift in everything I've done up to this point, right? Trying to actually gain lean muscle, right? And strength, while also minimizing the body fat percentage, which has proven to be a little bit crazy if you've watched over the last few weeks, as my weight has been wildly fluctuating while the Omron body fat percentage measurement has been plummeting, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, man. So I don't really know what's going on. However, I will say that this week has not been a red letter week, right? Extremely stressful at work. I do not see that stress ever going away until possibly January, maybe February. Maybe we'll get a little bit of reprieve there, but we'll see what happens on that front. However, it does not spell good things for my cortisol levels, right? The stress hormone, which does not help with overall body mass reduction. It just doesn't, right? However, I will say my nutrition has been on point this week. However, I've been extremely hungry. So I've eaten probably a bit more than I probably should have, right? So I knew coming into today, I was not expecting much of a good thing out of the scale, right? And I also knew that that meant disaster for my run, which was in fact quite shitty today, right? However, I've made a shift in the way I'm doing that run, right? So the last few weeks have been pretty crappy outside, right? I think a lot of it is the fact that I don't know really how to carry this new weight as I'm running, right? So I decided to move back into the gym, right? Inside, running on the treadmill where I can keep a closer eye on my cadence, my rhythm, my breathing, my heart rate, all that kind of stuff as I move through that 5K that I run each and every Saturday, right? And today I did some pretty good things, right? So I got up on the treadmill, I started running, I did those things. It started to be shitty as I expected it to be. However, I'm able to keep a closer eye on my pace and everything like that while running on that treadmill. So I was able to force my body into doing some things that I could not force it to do outside where I'm trying to keep my own pace, right? And what that looked like was like my first mile was like 12 and a half minutes, which sucks, dude. That's extraordinarily slow, right? And then my second mile was like 13 and a half minutes, which really pissed me off pretty good. However, my third mile was just a shy over 12 minutes at 12.12 seconds, which really probably doesn't make a lot of sense, right? You shouldn't be able to run that third mile faster than you run that first mile, especially when you're as big as I am, right? However, I was able to churn that out, and that felt pretty good, right? So that means I think I'm going to keep running on the treadmill over the next few weeks, trying to get a better handle on what this new weight feels like and what it looks like, right? Because the crazy shit is I am and continue to be leaner at this new weight than I ever was before even in the mid 190s, which is insanity. However, today I did step up on that scale. I'm going to go ahead and pop the scale up and you're going to see 216.8. That represents over a 2.5 pound gain in 1 week, which is not possible, right? I've been eating a little bit more than I probably should have, but there's no way I'm eating in a surplus to that excess. Maybe I'm eating in a surplus of a couple hundred calories a day, right? Probably not even that, though, to be honest with you. I'm probably still in a deficit, but definitely not anywhere near a surplus that would represent 2.5 pounds. I mean, you're looking at, I would basically have to eat around 10,000 extra calories a week in order to see that kind of real gain. Again, I think that's a reflection of the cortisol hormone as well as the gut biome destruction I did to myself with the round of antibiotics I had to be on a couple of weeks ago. In any case, right, whatever that is, it doesn't really matter because all that really matters is the lean body mass that you carry around, right? And that can only be measured by my caveman buddy, Amran. That's right, I gotta bring Amran out here to see what he has to say about that number, and I'll go ahead and pop him up 14.1% body fat. Man, that is the leanest I've been since I got back, dude. 14.1% body fat represents a 0.2% body fat reduction from last week, which means that at 216.8 pounds, I am still leaner than I was at about a 195 pound, which is insanity, right? And that is reflected in my waistline. My waistline has not changed. I'm still wearing between 30 and 32 inch pants, depending on what brand it is and that kind of thing. And that is insanity that I can be carrying this much extra weight, which, albeit, is probably some level of fat and a lot of water, right? But that I can carry that amount of weight and still be that lean is awesome, but it spells disaster for those runs, right? However, we are going to continue to move towards our goal, right? This trend cannot keep up. In other words, I cannot keep losing and gaining 5-10 pounds every now and then, right, while the body fat percentage plummets, right? I can't be, if that was the case, I'd keep doing this shit and eventually be 3% body fat and I would win Mr. Olympia 487,000 times because I'm only 5'7", man. I'm super short, man. And to be that massive and that lean at this height is, you can't do it unless you're trying to win all the bodybuilding competitions, which I'm not trying to do, man. So something's going to give here in the next few months. I know it will, right? And it will start to make a little bit more sense, right? Until then, though, this shit's getting kind of wacky, man. So stay tuned. I have no idea what next week is going to bring. I'm done trying to make predictions, man. Anyway, that's it for this week. Like and subscribe. Leave me some comments, man. Let me know what's going on with you guys. And as always, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.